In the endless sprawl of the American frontier, where sunburnt deserts meet untamed mountains, a caravan of dreams journeyed westward. They were pioneers, families bound by hope, carving paths toward California's golden promise. But amid the grandeur of that wilderness in September of 1857, a shadow fell over the land. What began as a journey toward new beginnings ended in unspeakable loss. America was a young nation then, restless and divided. The Utah Territory, harsh and unyielding, was the home of Mormon settlers who had fled persecution, seeking sanctuary in isolation. Yet even here, far from the East's crowded cities, trouble brewed. Suspicion, fueled by whispers of federal armies and the flames of religious strife, scorched the arid plains like a prairie fire. Into this crucible of fear and mistrust came the Baker-Fancher wagon train, over 100 souls strong. Their cattle grazed, their children laughed, their voices carried on the wind like fleeting songs. But in the eyes of the Mormon militia and their Paiute allies, these travelers were not innocents. They were seen as threats, a spark that might ignite the war so many feared. The first shots came as the dawn broke. The pioneers circled their wagons, defiant under siege, protecting their young with courage carved from desperation. For 5 days they endured. Hunger gnawed at their resolve, yet hope flickered, even in the choking smoke of gunfire. But trust, once broken, becomes the sharpest blade. The militia turned upon them, methodical, unrelenting. Fathers and mothers fell first, their lives ending in the dust of Mountain Meadows. The children, too young to comprehend, were spared, not out of mercy but as tokens of innocence in a tale of treachery. Mountain Meadows is more than a place. It is a memory, a reflection of humanity's frailty in the face of fear. It speaks of how suspicion and fervor can blind us, turning neighbors into enemies and sanctuary into slaughter. It stands as a question to all who tread this earth. What is the cost of silence, of forgetting, of failing to see the humanity in one another? Today the meadow blooms again. The grasses sway, the skies stretch endlessly above, and the past lingers in quiet remembrance. The voices of the lost are carried on every breath of wind, calling us not to mourn alone but to understand, to remember,